All
Trina.
right, what's up? What's up? What's up, good people? Good morning. Good morning. Another day in the NFT world.
Right?
All right,
NFT hot gas.
hot hot guys. Yep,
Hot
yep.
gas.
We got hot guys. We got NFT guys. All right, so Ira, why don't you take it away and let's kick off the show.
Absolutely. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Black Tech Futures Media weekly chat. This is episode 5. We are quickly moving along. And today I want to also say, oh my God, Jamil, we just got through 5 weeks of weekly chats. Today's the last day and also last day of March and also a little milestone. So I wanted to celebrate. Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, man.
Definitely excited.
So what's going on?
Yep.
Topics. This
Yeah,
week, what we doing?
Yeah, this week and every week, we're going to be discussing NFT news. So we're going to just keep you updated because we know that it's still kind of, not in the public eye, but it's definitely gaining way more attention as we, come here every week and tell you what's up. Like there's just more and more stuff going on.
Mhm.
NBA Top Shot, that's one platform that's really trying to stay here for the long haul, and a lot of other people are joining in on it and just invest more so from the investment side of it.
Right.
If you don't know anything about NBA Top Shot, yeah, they already been doing sports trading cards, which that's been booming here recently, and now of course they're now in the NFT world. One guy, I forget his name, but he just dropped $208,000 on a LeBron dunk moment, and a lot of people are just wondering, like, I could just go on YouTube but this is why NFT is such a
Right.
beautiful concept. But we won't get into that right now. But the investors that are, but I will tell you this: the investors that are going in on Top Shot, like they know that this is real. They know that this is the next up. So I'll just shout out some names that you obviously know. One of them being Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
He's the future in this. He's throwing money into this. Dapper Labs, who runs Top Shot, they just did their second round and they just pulled in $305 million from investors. And Michael Jordan is just one of the names. We got Kevin Durant. We got people like people even from the MLB are investing into this. Andre Iguodala, Andre Drummond. These are big NBA players already that are not only buying their own moments, but they're investing into this whole platform as well. Then you got actors. You got Ashton Kutcher. You got singers, Shawn Mendes, even
Mhm.
getting into this and investing into this because they just understand that this is going to be the next big thing.
Right. And if you're not aware of it, the NBA Top Shot images, what happens is, of course, these are short clips, maybe like 3, 5 seconds of a snapshot in time. So a dunk, a moment, a particular play.
That's what they call them,
And
moments. Right.
exactly a moment.
A moment. A
And
moment.
it's really awesome to watch, but as well, awesome to collect. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And the gentleman who bought that moment, he more so seen it from an investor standpoint, because
Mhm.
of course you can have your people who are just fanatics and who just want to keep that because they have ownership, that
Yeah.
sense of like, this is mine. Of course you can go on YouTube, but you can't have it with you. It's not yours. It's just on YouTube. Whereas, yes, these are the same video clips, but I actually have ownership because it's minted, it's coded, it is specifically mine. It's
Mhm.
it's it's unique, and that's where the special sauce is.
Right. Yeah, definitely a difference between, and this was something we were talking about earlier about the democratization of finance, of investment. Um, this time, right? 2020, 2019, 2018, roughly 2017, at that point forward, pretty much anybody can invest. It's no longer the type of intellectual calisthenics
Yeah.
that you might have to do to figure it out. If you have cash, the Cash app, you can buy Bitcoin. You can invest in other tech stocks and various other types of stocks.
Yeah.
If you're brave enough to continue using Robinhood, um, if you're using Robinhood, it's a very simple platform. Webull, all of these platforms allow you to use your credit card, add some
Coinbase.
money. Coinbase, yeah. So I have a Coinbase account, a Coinbase wallet. But all of these platforms are so awesome because you can simply invest and it's easy. And a lot of what we're discussing is about legacy building, is about creating something that lasts beyond you, the things that you can pass down to your children, to your family. And that's part of the reason why I'm really excited about all of these things, man. It's just amazing.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
what else? What else happened? So that was Tuesday,
Yeah.
yesterday.
Yeah.
And that's what I said. We're bringing you really top
Fresh.
news, hot grooves,
Fresh news.
Yeah.
Fresh news. Yeah, and that's just what's at the top of, like, you know, the NFT news. It's really surrounding Top Shot right now. But Ira, why don't you dive in on what's really going on in, like, the world of NFT,
World.
the clubhouse world, and just expand
Yeah.
there, and what's going on in there.
Oh my God. Once again, I don't know. Maybe I'll stop talking about how tired I am. I think it doesn't really matter at this point. Last night, of course, until the wee hours, I was in a clubhouse drop party for the artist Momo. So one thing that we definitely want to do is bring you more Black digital artists who you may not have ever heard of, but people who have actually been doing the work, working in digital art. And she just dropped her first NFT. And last night there was a Lady Phoenix, that's her username on Clubhouse, held a room for her, and we had a big drop party, so it was really cool. Momo, and I'm actually going to show you some of her art because I think it's so awesome.
Yeah, I was just curious because I'm not familiar with this artist, so I would like to know what kind of art she does. Yeah, that'll be cool.
Yeah, so let me show you. So Momo dropped a piece called The Realm of Possibilities. And what's cool about her art is that she is a video game creator as well as pixel artist. And she doesn't just use the pixel filters to put over her images to create the pixels. She literally, because she's also an architect, and an incredible talented person, but she takes each pixel carefully and does this art herself. So yeah, yesterday, and lots of stories. So this is really cool. The realm of possibilities. After escaping the castle walls of Oriamus, Momo finds herself in the realm of possibilities, a land for those at a crossroads. So reserve on the actual artwork is 3 Ethereum, which right now I think is priced around, I think it's a little over $1,800, maybe closer to 1,900. I think yesterday when I looked at it.
As of yesterday, yeah, for 1 Ethereum, guys, that's what we're
One
just
Ethereum.
yeah, where it's at right now.
And so I'm really excited for Momo's work, and I'm also really excited for other Black digital artists. She also does a lot of work with youth, and so I'm excited to also try to figure out how to get her in a classroom with some young folks, just to help them understand this could be you.
Yeah.
Right. This is no longer a place where, you know, artists are like, but my folks told me I can't make any money with this. Actually, you can. And I think what she's doing is amazing. And I'm really excited about her work. So here's that news. This happened just last night. Yeah. Yeah.
Dope.
All right. And then Sunday.
Yeah.
You want to tell them what happened on Sunday?
So Sunday, The Weeknd announced that he's coming out with a song. I mean, that's nothing new, right? Except this isn't just any old song.
Exactly.
This is an NFT song.
Exactly.
So he put up on Twitter, he says, new song, living in NFT space, coming soon.
Right.
What's the song going to be called? Living in an NFT
space. So at first, right? So at first, I was trying to understand because it wasn't quite clear because of the tweet whether it was going to be an NFT or an actual NFT, or it was going to actually be a song about NFTs. And so shortly thereafter, I think there was another article that clarify that it actually would be a song about NFTs. But that would be interesting, right? If the
Yeah.
weekend dropped an NFT. There's so many artists who are actually doing it.
Oh yeah. Oh, so I mean, so this is a perfect segue. Not even just artists, but bigger media platforms too,
Yeah.
aka Saturday Night Live. Just this past Saturday, they decided to talk about NFTs. And if you know anything about Saturday Night Live, obviously, all they do is talk about what's going on in the world and just, throwing their own little satirical like sauce on it. Ira, would you mind just making me a host for a second? I just want to show a quick little clip just to show you guys how much bigger this is getting, to the point where it's getting to these big shows, and they're even explaining it. And of course, they're explaining it in a way because it's still so new to people. So they threw a little infotainment kind of twist to it. So they are kind of educating it to you, but in their own funny way, of course. So let me just show you a quick clip. Actually, you know what? I kind of I'm gonna show Jack Harlow's part because it's pretty funny.
Bringing it to the masses. And that's the cool thing about it.
Right.
Like now, even John Oliver, last night I was watching a clip of a show that he did just recently, and also mentioned in a joking way, NFTs. So now more and more folks knowing about it, getting to the public.
Yeah, and to your point, now it's getting to the masses. Now they're reporting this news to millions of people. I can only imagine how many people who first seen this Saturday said, "What?
What is that?" Yeah.
Because that's how it starts, right, guys? We can leave the link here so you can check out the whole thing. It's a 3-minute clip, but I just want to just bring back Harlow's part because it was so funny. But Pete Davidson, the other guy, I forget his name, they do a hilarious job too. You got to check out the whole clip, but this is just a little segment right here that I'm going to show you. So that's just a little segment. Pete Davidson was so much more. He was hilarious too. But so you guys got to check out the whole thing. But that's what they're reporting this now. Now they're saying, okay, this is such big news, we can't ignore it. We have to implement this into the writing room, and that's where they're at right now. So this is how exciting it is. It's guys, this is just the beginning too. It's just starting. And a lot of people that I have conversations with say, "Oh, God, it's just a big buzz. It's gonna die out. It's gonna die out." Maybe in terms of like the big news, but even then, I don't think that's gonna happen. I personally don't think so. This is here to stay. But even if it were to die down, this is going to be the new way. Specifically, really just decentralizing just everything. Of course, we're in the art world because this is like who we are, and this is a perfect way to start to introduce what NFT, the possibilities of NFTs are. But it's only going to grow from here. And perfect segue into your findings with this whole new world, kind of diving into Cryptovoxels and how this is going to be the type. Oh, let me get off screen share. And the start of where this is going to go. So yeah, why don't you take that over and kind of explain Cryptovoxels?
Absolutely. So so send me back the hosting. So one thing that I did, looking at platforms. So a lot of what we're doing right now, Jamil and I, we're looking at platforms, we're testing them out, we're attempting to determine, how best do we not only understand which platforms are the best to put our artwork on, but also as our desires to work with Black artists and artists of color, and pretty much anyone who's interested in minting their own NFTs and jumping into this space. We really want to make sure that obviously we're informed and that we're bringing in the right people to help inform ourselves and others as well. And so to that end, one of my interests had been understanding, what are some of the platforms that might create places where we can not only share our art, but also are interesting and different, not just a website. I'm kind of sick of websites. I'm thinking websites, simple, even the dynamic websites. I get it, but VR, AR, XD, all of these things are becoming incredibly important. VX, all of these things are becoming important. And as we are Black Tech Futures Media, our focus is how do we look at and conceptualize here and now in an Afrofuturistic perspective and context? What are the things that are important as our foundation related to Afrofuturism, but also how does that look in the future for Black tech? What is our future in this place and in this space? So do I have the hosting capabilities? All right. All right, so let me find our Cryptovoxels. All right, give me the host, please. Yep.
I'm sorry. What happened?
Send me the hosting. Make me the host, please.
You're the host.
All right. Okay. And so here we go. I think this is it. Oh, here we go.
What is Cryptovoxels? Let's.
Cryptovoxels. So first of all, Cryptovoxels is a gallery space where you can actually display your art, but as well display, if you're a collector, you can also create a gallery, buy land, create avatars, build an actual gallery space, virtual gallery space that people can walk through, and then you will be able to display your digital art. Also, like I mentioned, if you're a digital artist, you can have a gallery space and you can display your digital art. So what I did is I went to Cryptovoxels, Cryptovoxels, and I actually jumped in and decided, okay, I'm going to spawn or land in the Bronx gallery. So there are lots of different galleries. So what we're looking at is a room in the Bronx gallery. And as you can see, I'm able to walk through it, walk around it. Hold on here. We may have a little tiny delay, unfortunately. Oh, no, there we are. All right, so here I am in this room. And as you can see, there are digital art contents pretty much everywhere. So each of these rooms, this room you can listen. The room I'm in here is called, hold on. It's the new Santera Records Gallery. And I just wanted to share with you one of the gallery items, if I can get myself back around.
So the way I'm looking at this, while you're setting that up, for anyone who is a millennial and and even now, at least dating myself, when I was growing up, I used to play Sims, right? And Sims was this world where you pretty much make your avatar, you create everything, you're at your own house, and you interact with other people. And but that was kind of limited, right? And now fast forward to today, where you have kids who play Roblox, and it's the same thing, but they get to play with everyone else all over the world. And now the next step for adults who don't play these types of games but want to find a new way to see content, as opposed to just, like you said, to your point, Ira, instead of just going to a regular website, clicking on the link and seeing, like, you're listening to a song or whatever it may be, it's why don't we put yourself in a virtual room so that you can go look for the content, as opposed to just simply scrolling down. You're here. You get to see some cool stuff. You get to see some structure, and then if you want to listen to a track, it'll be in the form of a painting frame that's up on the wall that you just click on, right?
Right.
What do we have here?
So this is simply, it looks like a little cutout of Tupac. There's a slight delay, so I'm not going to click on the actual NFTs. Okay. But if you do, you can actually see them open up. Here's another one. So this room is a Nifty Foundation, and this is the Pride room. And so for LGBTQ plus Pride, and what we're looking at is an artist drop about Black Trans Lives Matter. And if you click on the artwork, you get a pop-up displaying where you can go and visit to actually view the artwork bid on it on OpenSea. Most of the artworks that I checked out appear to be on OpenSea platform, which is the easiest. They call it the eBay of NFT platforms. Looks like the easiest way to mint your NFT. Here's another room that I went into. This one features artwork by two artists. We're looking at a piece on George Floyd, and all of the proceeds, they say, are going to organizations that are fighting racial inequality. So really cool piece there. And then here's another piece that I found. Here we go. Let's make sure we got all of them. Yeah, actually we got all of them, right? And so these are really cool spaces, man. And I could be in here all day, but as you can see, you can walk through, you can check out other rooms, and there's a little music in the background, kind of ethereal, right? I could go upstairs. There's several floors.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's just amazing.
I absolutely I absolutely see myself like using this space as a new way to just find new art, but just to make it an experience, because that's what it is, right? It's an experience. It's not just scrolling down a website and just looking at stuff. It's all right, how do we make this an experience for people? How do we create this gallery type feel? And of course, you know, and of course, you know, there's going to be applications where, and Ira, I don't know if you've seen that IG post that I sent you, of just that real life gallery of like these digital frames with just amazing art on it, because that, you know, that's another natural step to take when it's like, okay, so what, NFTs, these are just all going to be virtual now, like what about the essence of a real gallery? No, it's going to still be there. It's going to still be, it's just going to elevate now. It's just going to, there's an evolution to it now. There's just and of course we're still going to love physical art. That's not going anywhere. That's so important. This is just the next step up. This is just now going to be another piece of art, but that way more people can join in on the democratization of it. We're going to have so many more galleries now. That's not just for, you know, the uppity people that oh, it's only invites only.
Not just fine artists. Yeah. And it's not just, this is, you know what I mean? Like, so one thing that I'm excited about is the secret that we have about this summer. So much amazing stuff is coming down the pike, and planning is underway.
Guys,
oh my God, I just can't wait to make the announcements. But anyway, announcements are going to be forthcoming. But yeah, man, the galleries feel, I love it. And I'm definitely, like yourself, going to play more in the Cryptovoxel space. And, you know, I think ultimately, we can get enough people who want to explore this space. We would love to work with you, and we'd love to help figure out how we can create and support your creation of NFTs, not only with just any advice that we can get from people who've been in the space for quite some time, but also paying for gas fees, because we know that these fees are rather exorbitant at this point, but NFTs got to be minted, validated, and verified. So it does cost money in some cases to actually create your NFTs. There are platforms that don't have fees. OpenSea is one of them. But we definitely want to make sure that you have the best resources and opportunity available. No barriers to entry. That's our goal. Connecting creatives to economic opportunities. That's our mission. Absolutely. But next, what do we have next?
Absolutely. I mean, so that's a perfect segue into just kind of just wrapping up into these platforms and how important it is for not just artists. And that's why we're here. We're here to really just help artists through this process of just adding this to their, you know, repertoire, right? Like, you know, we obviously don't want to just say, hey, we want to take over and completely change the way you do art. No, that's not what we're saying. We just want to enhance what you're doing with art, because not only can it enhance your creativity, but your pockets too, right? I mean, we're you know, that you deserve to be paid for your work. Like
Exactly.
no more starving artists. Like hashtag no more starving artists. Like we want to eliminate that. And in this new world, like that's possible. And it can absolutely be something where you don't have to throw your whole self into it. It's just more so using it as a feature to really
Yeah,
just bolster your individual community. So that
absolutely.
and that's what we're
And
here
that's what it really is about too. If you already have a community, folks who are buying your work, we're talking about increasing that, right? And
Yes.
so we're talking about creating connections between you and the investors as well, because these investors are finding pieces that they like and they're buying them up quickly. Sometimes in less than 30 minutes, we'll see bids go from zero all the way up to hundreds of thousands of dollars, depending often on the creativity of the drop
Right.
and how much it's being pushed to the investor community.
Right.
Um, do we have anything else that we want to talk to the people about right
Um,
before we go? We got a few
so
minutes left.
Yeah, so we can just end off by saying, I just want to bring up this one platform real quick. Just kind of speaking on, gas fees and how, because a lot of people don't understand these fees. Now, just to really just in 30 seconds. So gas fees are just pretty much the transaction fees that you're paying to process all these transactions, right? Because you're not going through a bank. You're not going through this one big central thing where when you make a transfer or something like that, or you're sending money to someone, it's not, oh, okay, it's going to take a day because we have to do the work to send it from this account to that account.
Yeah.
It's with this decentralized way of like how cryptocurrency works. It's you have miners doing these transactions for you, right? You have people who have the server set up to crunch all those numbers to verify that transaction from one place to another, and that
Right.
costs money because it's not one big corporate bank. It's
It's
people.
decentralized. It's
It's
people everywhere.
centralized, so it's people
Yeah.
everywhere, right? It's
Yeah.
blockchain. It's so. With that being said, those transaction fees, these people get to pick it. And it can go anywhere. It can take some time. If you want it to be a fast transaction, you'll have to pay more. So that's what these gas fees are in a very, very oversimplified like explanation. But these platforms, some of these platforms, like I'm about to bring up now, they're trying to eliminate all that
Yeah.
by shifting from proof of work to proof of stake. Now, I know a basic the concept of it, but it's pretty much proof of work, which is what I just explained, having miners verify all these transactions for you, to a whole nother structure of proof of stake, where it's more so that the smart contracts building off of NFT saying that I have this already. This is mine. This is, so that's, and again, I'm oversimplifying it. It's there's a lot more to it. I don't fully understand it, so I won't act like I'm an expert on it. I'm not. I'm just a consumer of really just kind of just trying to report back what I'm finding. But yes, this platform is called Palm, where it's and so leading up to all of that, what I'm explaining, all these transactions, it's very energy draining. It uses a lot of energy to do that. To put it into context for you, that Beeple sale, the 5,000 pieces of digital art that sold for $69 million, that transaction, let's see, it says that transaction generated the amount of electricity used by more than 13 houses in an entire year.
Mm-hmm.
Now, that's a very big transaction. So, that's not going to be happening all the time. But just to put it into context, that's how much electricity gets generated off of these types of transactions. But
Right.
this platform, Palm, is apparently that solution
It's
to
improving. Yeah. So it's
make more energy
improving
efficient.
by reducing CO2 emissions
Right.
when these transactions are being processed and
Correct.
verified. And
Correct.
so the cool thing about it is every day people are coming out with new ways to improve the context, the community, the place where NFTs are happening. Even new platforms are coming out every day.
Right.
And so we just want to make sure that you're aware. Lots of things that we want to talk about, and we will be in the upcoming shows. So
Absolutely.
thank you for being with us for now 5 weeks and a month of actual episodes with Black Tech Futures Weekly Media Weekly Chat. I am Ira. I am out.
Have a good day, people. Make sure you check out our website, nftcreativetraders.com. If you guys need any help with anything, want to understand more, we're more than happy to get on a call with you one-on-one. Please feel free, man. Check us out. Check it out. We're going to be here every week. We're not going anywhere. We're only going to grow. We want you to grow with us. Stay tuned. Stay tuned.
Stay
Peace.
tuned. Peace.